This episode of NOLA Film Scene is brought to you by the Law Office of Jana McCaffery.
Welcome to NOLA Film Scene with TJ Plaideau.
I'm TJ.
And as always, I'm Plaideau.
Welcome to NOLA Film Scene. We are here with David
Rabalais.
Thank you.
It's David Rabalais. The ass is silent, I say. One of those weird French names. It's not Rabelais.
Rabalais. You are the director of?
The Fois.
Which probably should put that ass back in there.
Fois.
Fois.
Yeah, that might save some production costs. Exactly.
Not a problem. David, if you could tell our viewership a little bit about you and your film, please.
Yeah, sure. I'm a writer-director from here in South Louisiana, and I've done other stuff, but this is the first feature narrative work that I've done. I've done a feature documentary before, but this is the first feature film like this that I've done. It's a horror comedy about the Fois. So did you want like a whole synopsis about the movie and everything?
As much as you want to share, because before talking to you and our good friend Hick Jeremy is a part of your film, so that's how I kind of got introduced. I never knew what that was. So as much as you want to tell him, and just tell him what the Fois is.
Oh, yeah. Well, the Fois is basically Cajun slang for diarrhea. And so that's why it's a horror movie. Everybody thinks I like diarrhea now. It's not true. That's why it's a horror movie, because I don't like it. And if you have a supernatural case of the Fois and it's deadly, like in the movie, then boy, oh boy. The movie's about like this struggling pilot who inherits his papa's camp, and he has to come back down to the bayou and reconnect with his roots and inherit the camp. He awakens the ghost of his mama Claudette, and she was a gumbo-champion, and they wind up cooking like this messed up TikTok recipe gumbo in her prize-winning pot. I don't know if you know Haas, Cajun cooking with Haas, but he throws it in the long grass. It seeps into the water supply, and now there's a supernatural deadly case of the Fois spreading throughout the waterways in South Louisiana, and it turns a small bayou community upside down.
It's like y'all made that Disney recipe in Momo's pot.
Oh. It was like that or worse.
I didn't know that was the part of it. You know, I knew a little bit. My heart dropped.
Mm-hmm.
No tomatoes in there, right?
Oh, well, in one of them there is, but in another scene we have to cook a proper gumbo to save the world. Not a spoiler alert. And we actually have a Rusty from Rusty's Seasonings come and supervise for that shoot, and he made sure that we had a legit gumbo for that scene. But yeah, the one that unleashes the curse, that is, probably Disney level or worse.
Rusty did the catering for Cajun Con.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's good.
I didn't get any of it. We're going to have to make a special trip, TJ.
I think he's going to cook for the premiere. I think Rusty's going to come out and cook. We might even do a gumbo cook-off for the premiere and call it Fois Fest. You're guaranteed to have the Fois or your money back.
Sponsored by Pepto, Tony Chachere's, and the toilet paper of your choice.
Yeah, we'll make it all you can eat gumbo. If you don't have the Fois by the time you leave there, you're doing it wrong.
Well, so I got a toilet brush the other day, but long story short, I went back to toilet paper.
You're using it wrong. Fois 2 attack the bidets.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, well, the sequel is called The Fois Number 2, and
that movie's the shit.
Well, it's a trilogy. The third one is the third Fois is going to be the Fois 3, Menage a Fois.
That's wonderful.
So some humor just doesn't age, does it?
No, I haven't matured mentally since I was like 12,
and that's fantastic.
It's kind of leveled off right here.
How did you get into filmmaking?
I worked at TV10 in Lafayette, and I guess that was the first time I held a camera professionally. And then when I left there after college, I just started doing video production on my own. I did all kind of stuff: weddings, music videos, commercials. I still do like commercials and social media for clients. I I've always wanted to make movies, and I've got all these ridiculous ideas, and I'm like, well, I'm getting older. If I'm not, I better start making them before it's too late. So here I am. There's never a perfect time to do it, so I'm just doing it by hook or by crook.
So you said you've done a feature documentary and now a feature narrative. Do you prefer the process of one over the other so far, or different feeling for you? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I like the narrative a lot better than the documentary. I like them both in different ways, but the only problem with doing a narrative work is that I don't have $1 million to make things happen. You know, like that I can write whatever I want on the page, but I don't. We don't have like a big budget to make it happen. Like logistics, we're struggling on. Other than that, besides all the scheduling and logistics and lack of funds, I love the process more of doing the narrative works, and it's been a challenge, but it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, with a documentary, at least for A-roll, if nothing else, you can just darken the scene, make the scene dark, and just a couple of lights and really good camera and sound, and doesn't take a whole lot logistically. Not like it would for a feature film, anyway. At least it seems like.
Well, it's documentaries are mostly like interviews and B-roll, and I do enough of that for client work. It's not really that fun compared, unless it was like a big expose or something like that you might see on Netflix. Like, I love the true crime documentaries and things that are really compelling like that. But I don't know. I've always wanted to do horror movies, comedies, and this one's a horror comedy. So this is right up my alley. I mean, if I had $1 billion, I'd still be doing it. Just probably a better version of it.
I hear you.
Well, and we work on independent movies too. And it can always be like El Mariachi to Desperado, Evil Dead 1 to Evil Dead 2. You can almost make the same movie once you get a budget. And
yeah, that's true.
I just want to point out, we have someone in the chat. So it might be only our second chat. Louisiana Girls at Louisiana Girls.
Hey, Rachel. Yeah, she's in the movie. She's a swamp witch.
Ooh, we met. I met Traveling with Taryn. Met one of your other swamp witches.
She's a swamp witch too. Yeah.
Rachel, thanks.
Right, we met her at Cajun Con.
Rachel, thanks for watching and commenting. You might not be our first, but you're our most recent. We haven't had many chats, and I'm struggling to try to find some way to contact her. So we're going to be learning more. But hey, Rachel. Anyway, back to the questions. Enough of you, Rachel. What was your... Oh, have you done other movies? I'm sorry if I got a little lost in it, but I know you're doing videos and production. Is this your first movie?
First narrative work I've done like little shorts and skits and stuff before with friends and whatever, but this is the first feature film for narrative works.
What would some of the best things that you've experienced jumping up to this level? And maybe one of the things you had to struggle with that you learned and you overcame to let people know part of the process and inspire them and what they can expect.
I mean, I was going to do a feature film just because to me, it's almost as much work to do a short film than to do a feature film. You still got to do all the steps. You can do a lot more with a feature film than a short film after it's made. I feel like you can. I mean, short films are great for film festivals. I don't really care about film festivals. I wanted to make a feature film and get it distributed. And anyway, at first it was like me and maybe 5 people that I knew that might want to do it. But then it kind of snowballed, like more and more people wanted to be in it. And I was really surprised by that. And I had a couple of friends that were actors, Kristen Renton and Nick Manning, and they wanted to be in it. I'm like, all right, well, that's great. They're experienced and all that. And then more and more people wanted to be in it. And I eventually ran an ad on Facebook, just kind of describing the movie and what we're doing, and asked if anybody wanted to volunteer to be in the movie. And I had to turn the ad off after 2 days because we had like over 200 people submit. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. I couldn't even get back to everybody. So I was pleasantly surprised and kind of overwhelmed at the same time that so many people wanted to.
That's awesome.
And is that how you got Hick?
Yeah, I didn't know Hick, and I think he commented or wrote in or somehow he expressed interest, and he was pretty busy, and he had like one day available, and it just so happened to work with us too. So we shot his scene in one day.
Oh, that's great.
And we have a lot of Cajun influencers and people like that on TikTok and social media nowadays. So a lot of them wanted to be in it too, and that's great because they already have an audience. And so what I did is I just gave them roles in the movie depending on their schedule. If they just have like 1 or 2 days available, I'll write a part for them to be in it. Just kind of like a grassroots social media connection or family now. Like we all talk almost every day on Facebook and stuff, and it's kind of like a Fois community.
Yeah, you got Corey Ledoux.
Yeah, Corey Ledoux's in it. Yeah, and he had a good time doing his scene, and I thought he did well. And so I wrote him another part after that, and he came back and did another part with the Swamp Witches.
Nice. I really can't wait to see this. I think you're within a month you'll be finished with principal photography, and then
Yeah.
Do you have a lot of special effects you have to work with, or and you don't have to say, you can keep it quiet if you know anything you don't want to release?
I don't know how much we're going to do with special effects. It depends how it looks. Most of what we did was practical, but I do need to make like some fog and stuff like that, and we're doing that on the computer. Yeah,
I did a movie called Bayou. I play a swamp wizard. We call it a Cajun Jedi, but I helped out with things behind the scenes. So I was operating the fog machine, and the wind kept switching. So first it was great. It's coming in, and then it switched, and it wasn't even making it to the actors. So I had this sign, and I started wafting the fog, wafting the smoke, and I did it in different patterns. Boom, boom, boom. They're like, "Oh, that fog was great. Hey, look, I'm the fog whisperer."
Maybe you got a new occupation.
Yeah. Hey, hire me.
yeah.
But I like using practical effects, but it can turn on you like the wind without giving anything away. And I keep saying that, but
You definitely don't want Fois turning on you.
you don't want that backing up on you. What's a problem that you encountered that you didn't expect?
I probably just wrote too many characters in the movie for like people's schedules. It's really the only issue we've had. When everybody is there and they show up and we're having a good time, we haven't had any trouble. Because I wrote what in the script. I started the script by writing what I had access to, and I know these people will do it, and I know I'll be able to use these locations. So I didn't too much in the script compared to what I had. It's just the timing, the scheduling. Some scenes we've had like 40 people in them, like they're pretty massive.
Wow.
And
Oh, wow.
a lot of those are extras, but like with main characters, we'll have maybe a handful of characters, maybe even like 10 characters in the same scene. And there just wasn't any days where I could get everybody there on the same day because they're all volunteering. We don't have any money. Well, it's not like a real movie with a budget, so some scenes we had to shoot like this side of the room with these people, and then another day we shot the other side of the room with these other people and stuff like that. You just have to make it work. And then like sometimes people just don't show up, and I would have to rewrite the script on the set to make that make sense that they're not there now. So stuff like that was the biggest challenge. And hopefully one day we can have a good movie budget and make a living or at least some money doing it. That's my dream. To do something like that, just to get to that level.
We're with you on that. So what I'm hearing is what I love about independent filmmaking. You took the plunge. You we can all wait for the perfect time. There's never the perfect time. You saw your dream. You leapt for it. You rounded up the people around you. Said, I have these assets. You didn't worry about what you didn't have. And then when you got more, you added. And when you had to, you subtracted. But it's all creative responses. And that's a beautiful thing. I'm proud of you.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Luckily, we didn't have to do anything too crazy. Like, I was like, what if this person doesn't show up ever again? I have to write like a time travel scene or a switching body scene. Like, I was trying to think of things.
They get hit with the foie, and now they're a totally new person.
Yeah, I have to
Covered in
kill them
corn
all.
nuts.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
look, I see a comment pop up.
TJ's working that.
That's Rachel.
And there's another person. Oh, Hoss. Hoss is in the house.
Yes, hey Rachel.
Don't throw our episode in the long grass, please.
He
And
will.
I saw a Rochelle in there, and I'm sorry.
Rochelle, she's from Paris. She flew all the way from Paris to be in the movie, and she plays the title character basically. Claudette is the official title is The Fois, Revenge of Mama Claudette, and she plays the ghost.
Ooh, you go, girl. Howdy, Hoss. How you doing? We're gonna have you on the show one day. Maybe we'll do a cooking segment.
You should. Yeah, he's got a new cooking setup now. Are you guys going to the? Do you guys ever put weenies in your spaghetti? You going to that thing?
I haven't heard about that. I don't know if I feel comfortable talking to you about my weenies, but we
That's the
talk
first time that's been.
Sheldon talked about it on Big Bang Theory, right?
He did.
Isn't that what he talked about doing? I've never tried it.
They have a weenie and spaghetti festival. I just found out about it, and I think I'm gonna be there on the 10th in Homa.
I will probably not make that. That is,
He loves weenie and spaghetti.
it would be great. Except the 10th is my wife's birthday, and that same weekend is Fan Expo. So I'm already juggling too many things. So it'll be like Fan Expo during the day, either take her out at night or we do something Sunday. But her birthday every year falls on the same weekend as that con. And I'm lucky this New Year's, we'll have been together 21 years. And she's put up with that for so many, I can't even count. We got her in the house for Cajun Con. She sat at our booth. And she used to go with me a lot, but she's not nerdy like me.
Yeah, you don't want to give her the flaw for her birthday, the weenie fest.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No.
Or do I? No, I think I'll get her, something else.
Yeah.
Well, where are y'all shooting?
It's mostly shot around Lafayette and Henderson. Well, one of the main locations we had access to was Cypress Cove Landing. Shout out to them, Cypress Cove Landing in Henderson. It's on the Atchafalaya Basin, and they got a boat dock, and they have live music on the weekends, and they serve food and stuff like that, at least during the spring and summer. And they said we could shoot there, and they had houseboats and things like that. So just having that location alone, a lot of the branding that we saw was called Cypress Cove Landing. And so I just named the fictional town in the movie Cypress Cove, just so it kind of makes sense. And so the Atchafalaya Basin is, I would say, the main location in the movie. And then the Pawpaws Camp was a building that we had access to through some relatives, and that was at a different location, but it's waterfront. So I just made that part of the basin in the story. Like it's all next door pretty much on the Atchafalaya Basin in the story.
Nice. We're all stunned.
Well, and most of the actors and stuff was from the Lafayette area, and most of the locations that I had access to were also around Lafayette. So between Lafayette and Henderson, almost everything was shot. And we also had a place in New Iberia, like helicopters and airplanes in the movie, because one of my video clients is in New Iberia, Aviation Academy, Louisiana, and they are a flight training school, and so made a deal with them to have some helicopters and airplanes, and so we had that location as well. It was pretty cool.
That's wicked.
Yeah, that's
what got planes? You got fancy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't even need airplanes and helicopters, but I knew I had access to them, so I wrote them into the movie. that's one of the main things I was trying to do when I was writing, is just like think of every single thing that I had access to and the people that I knew. I got more and more on the way, but that's what I started with.
How's the soundtrack? You've already incorporated that? You're going to do that after? How's that looking?
We'll be right back.
Have you been injured? New Orleans-based actor Jana McCaffery has been practicing law in Louisiana since 1999, specializing in personal injury since 2008. She takes helping others very seriously, so if you've been injured, Jana's offering a free consultation and a reduced fee to fellow members of the Louisiana film industry. She will handle your case from start to finish. She can be reached at janamccaffery@gmail.com or 504-837-1234. Make sure you tell her NOLA Film Scene sent you.
Honestly, I could use more music, probably, but I had Leroy Thomas, who's a Zydeco musician from Elton. He plays all around the country, and he was so nice to deal with and a nice guy that I was like, "Well, do you want to act in the movie too?" And he did. So he's playing the deputy. So I just basically made him the musician / deputy in the movie, and we filmed at one of his concerts at Cypress Cove Landing, which was one of the main locations. It just all kind of worked out. Like I saw that he had a show there in about a month. I'm like, well, it was kind of risky because if the scheduling didn't work out, I don't know what I would have done, but we made it work. So he's the deputy and Zydeco musician. We're using a lot of his songs, and some of the songs Leroy Thomas just wrote on the stage. I'm like, I need a song about this, and so he's like, let me think for like 30 seconds. And it's like, all right, and he just plays it, and his whole band jumps in. I don't know how they do that, but they just write music on the spot. And then I got another band that wanted to be in the movie, Knock New in the Wild Moutons, or Wild. Is it the word for cat? I don't know. Knock New is going to have some music on there, and maybe a couple of other ones, but we could definitely use more Cajun and Zydeco music. If anyone is interested, just let me know.
That's cool. School. I didn't want to say I don't have the Fois, but I'm starting to get a little heartburn, and I'm not even joking about that. Just so I know we have some swamp witches in our chat. Did I offend y'all? What's going on here? Although my wife did make jambalaya. I think I've got the fourth one.
Did she use a haunted pot?
Now you're in for it.
No. It probably wasn't the food. It probably the quantity I ate. No.
How long Sorry, how long was the process for you, conception to actual starting principal photography?
I had the idea last October 2024, and then I wrote it over the next few months, and we started shooting in June. So probably 6 months, 7 months before we started really shooting.
That's pretty good. I mean, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, well, I thought we would finish shooting much sooner, but we've had some setbacks, and a lot of that comes with just people volunteering and not having a budget, and just on people's off time. And we've also had unexpected setbacks with, like Nick Manning was in a motorcycle accident, and we were lucky he wasn't hurt terribly bad, but he was out for 4 to 6 weeks. And then right after that, Kristen Renton had to go shoot a real movie in New York for 4 or 5 weeks. So that was like two months, maybe 2.5 months, where we just weren't really shooting much at all. And so I'd say from like June until now, we shot basically 99% of the whole movie just in people's off times. But I was hoping to do it much faster than that, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But
speed,
you don't quit.
Yeah, exactly.
Go
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say my first movie working background was Jay and Silent Bob Reboot, and that was 2019. And I met Josh Stevens there. He said, "Do you want to be in my movie? It's called Death Trip." And I didn't hear from him for a year. my first line in that movie, in any movie, was Saturday, March 14th, 2020. And then the world broke. We all got quarantined. So it's finally done. We're looking at distributors now. At least I think it's done. All post-production, everything. So that took 6 years. With no budget, you don't have speed. Keep at it. Never lose your focus, brother.
Well, I'm not. We're too far in it now. Hopefully the next one we can make it much faster, because I think I've learned a lot of lessons on this one.
We've talked to Ann Mahoney and others, and this seems to be the consensus. We need to set up a foundation, an organization, or something that will distribute money, like hook filmmakers up with people who have the money so you can get it done. And I think that'll be the next step in Louisiana filmmaking, because we can't wait on Hollywood anymore.
No,
That's a fact.
We like your Hollywood.
I don't want nothing.
We're not
Like the
pushing
weather.
away Hollywood. We'll still work with you, please. But we got to do it on our own. Take advantage of our own tax benefits and all that good stuff.
That's right.
Yeah,
Funding's
great.
the hardest part.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know much about that side. I just like to make the movies, and we're just doing it with whatever we have. The business side of the movie industry is not always fun, and sometimes there's a lot of predatory people out there that will take advantage of you. And so I'm just trying to do everything as independent as I possibly can, even if it means not having a budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that control.
Control and answers with creativity. So
Yeah, and sometimes when you have limitations, you get more creative. We've had to do a lot of creative things because we couldn't get this or couldn't get that, or things happen, and it's still fun, but it would be a lot easier with money.
definitely. Well, I was going to ask you if you had any divas on the set, but we probably shouldn't say, especially with them casting spells at me from the chat. I mean, when I worked with TJ, I know who the diva was going to be, but we don't have to talk about that. It's me.
No.
It's me.
I didn't have any divas. The only bad people never made it to the set, because you figure out that they're bad before you even get to the shoot. You talk to them before, and you can figure out who's not a good person. And there's really not many, though. I can think of one off the top of my head that I would not want to work with, but other than that, everybody was really great.
And that's the third part of independent filmmaking. People know that you're, I don't want to say desperate, but you're low budget. And so then the focus and the teamwork comes together. Always going to be a couple assholes.
Mm-hmm.
And in a movie like The Fois, ... But yeah.
Yeah. And it's usually the better quality person or location, for that matter, are the easiest and best to work with. And the people least amount of experience or it's like the higher I would try to set my sights, the better experience I would have in a lot of different situations. So it's probably like that with a lot of things in life, but I think it turned out pretty good for the first movie.
I think it's going to be more than pretty good from what I hear. And you are absolutely right. From our own experience, we've had a few celebrities and stars we've talked to, and the higher up they are, the more accomplished they are, the nicer they are. They're not worried about fight to get their scene, and they want to help their fellow actors. Or like I was reading an article, it's not the close up on them. They will stand behind the camera and help the other actor. Whereas I don't want to say mid-level, but let's say divas or the jerks, they want to go to their trailer.
Mm-hmm.
They're not worried about the production. They're not worried about their fellow actors. And you can see, and that we say it all the time, reputation gets around. If you're a jerk, it's going to go like wildfire through the industry. If you're a good person, it might take a little longer, but those roots grow deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Kristen Ritton was our most experienced veteran actor, and she was the nicest and would always help people and even help with the script and stuff like that. So can't say enough about her. And y'all know Hick. He's been in a bunch of movies and stuff, and Hick was really great to work with too. Even though it's just that one day I got to meet him, and yeah, it was kind of like that with everything. That like the better, the more experienced and the better reputation people were, the best to work with.
Yeah, I find that to be true. Yeah, we both worked with Hick a few times and like working with him. Good work, solid work ethic,
Yeah.
solid guy.
He got that Hick Jeremy stare. So he was behind the camera helping me in a gunfight, a cowboy gunfight. And just having that look and a fake prop gun looking at me, you feel it.
Yeah. He probably had too many gratons.
Hick? Too many? What? There's no such thing as too many for Hick.
He had a cool scene in our movie. He got to play like a creepy recluse guy, and he pulled it off really well. He was kind of scary.
Yeah, he's got that steely stare.
For being such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's Santa. He also.
He and I traded Santas. I got to do a little commercial playing Santa, and while Cajun Con was going on, that's when he did his costumes were so elaborate. His Santa suits, I was jealous. I like.
Yeah, I think I saw that. That was great.
Oh, thank you. David, I think we are about at that time where we're going to have to flush this episode. And we can't thank you enough for coming on. We can't wait to see the Fois and everything else you do. And I can't think of anything else nice to say, but I had a great time talking to you.
No, nice talking to you. Thanks for the opportunity, guys. I appreciate it. Maybe we can do it again when the movie comes out. I'll have more to show you.
Okay. Do you want to share? Do you have a website for the film or socials or anything that you want to share? We can also put that in the description when we publish the edited version.
Yeah, I kind of made new socials and everything for filmmaking, like David Rabalais filmmaker. Good luck spelling that. It's just my name, David Rabalais filmmaker, and the website is davidrabalaisfilm.com. So you can see everything you want to see on there,
and probably more.
You might see more than you want to see. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just getting to the point where I'm gonna start posting some clips and trailers and stuff, and it's getting to be the exciting time of the Fois. So yeah. If you love diarrhea movies, by all means tune in, follow along. We got Fois cannons, all kind of behind the scenes stuff I'm gonna post. It's nice. Pretty incredible.
Fois cannons.
My support job, I'm a janitor. I have run into people's Fois, and I'll leave it at that. Well, I've met the poop emoji in real life. We can end it there.
Well, call me next time. It'll save a lot of money with post-production.
Okay. I'm happy to flash.
David.
Thanks, David.
Thank you.
Bye, folks.
Thank you, guys.
See y'all next time, folks.